Welcome back to our ongoing chronicle of Vampire the Masquerade, New Orleans by Night. Before we get going, as we normally do, we are going to go around and talk about what happened the last session. I'm going to do this a little bit different because we're coming in past the audio drama point where we did our first actual session of a game. I'm going to let everybody talk because there was a lot that happened to a lot of different people, and I kind of want to get a feel, if I'm honest, about what was important to the players. So, who wants to kick us off? What happened last time?
I'm a princess. Miracles happen once in a while. Princess Diaries.
The Havens were attacked.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's how we started off.
Yeah, it was a very...
Before you became a princess.
Yeah, I got burned up pretty bad.
That's how you learned you were a princess.
Yeah. Everything's connected.
Yes. So the funeral home and Iris's shop, mainly Iris's shop, got firebombed and it bled over into the funeral home. Quentin and the morning crew thankfully got Vicenta and Ig out of the apartment into the freezer. And then Quentin went up to get Iris.
Because I was asleep.
Right. She was asleep next door. Because we were, okay, the SI belongs to the Nosferatu. You can go home now. Bad choice.
Yep.
Bad choice. She should have spent the night. Oh, well. And Quentin got hurt.
Yeah, he's in the hospital.
He is in the hospital.
After learning he was a silver fox,
yes.
too.
What a damn shame.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, so that happened. After that, you guys also found a rock.
Oh, yeah. The rock.
With looked like a mixture of paint and blood mixed on it. And it said on one side, you will burn.
Mm-hmm.
And
Eye for an eye.
on the other side, an eye for an eye. What happened after that?
Andre got called, and he went and picked up Bob, and they came over. They took the rock to Tony C so he could analyze it and do Tremere things to it.
Yes.
Iris got a message through the television from the prince, and she kind of went off on the prince and was like, don't, bitch, you're not a prince, who cares? Don't throw this bullshit out. And she's like, well, come see me and all, this stuff. And so Iris did. She went with her new girlfriend, Ella Maria Dunsarn. And she drove her out there and she met with the prince. And then what happened?
The prince was like, I'm actually your great-grandsire. I am the sire of LaDonna
De
Amore, and I am the child of LaDonna de Buffuna from Dark Ages.
Yes.
And so she was like, don't tell anyone, but I want to sort of be there for you. Like, I told her that we're pretty sure it was the Thin Bloods, and she just said, now it's my problem. But she also said stuff like, things are repeating, or time is repeating itself.
Oh, yeah.
So but she was still kind of vague on that, so Iris is a little out of sorts about what that could mean, and I mean, probably nothing good. And she, said something about, the La Sombra were in power, and she...
In the Dark Ages, yes.
Yes, and so now I'm wondering if she's worried about that again, or if she's just...
She wanted you to have Andre be sure to accept the role of Primogen.
That's right, yes. Yep. She told me to encourage him to choose that option when it comes up.
And
yeah.
She also had a big concern that she voiced to you before you left, too. Do you recall that?
Just not telling anyone? No,
well, that things repeat.
Yeah.
And she said the dead should stay
dead.
Oh, yeah, the dead should stay dead.
Yeah.
Is that the exact word she used?
Yes. To a greater or lesser extent, yes.
Oh, so no?
I mean, yeah, she was saying
it's
that...
fine.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't, just inside baseball for everybody. We haven't edited that last episode. We ran into some technical problems.
Remember.
So
yes,
we haven't been able to
I
listen.
remember
But yeah, she said something along those lines. The dead should stay dead.
The dead should have stayed dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that she believes that there are problems and time is repeating itself because of that.
I have my own theories on that one, but we ain't got time for that.
Yeah. Okay. After that, what happened?
Bob and Andre went to Tony C's to find out more about the rock.
Yes.
And I think for the most part just confirmed that it was Thin Bloods that did it.
Yes. Tony C confirmed that.
And then kind of offered his support.
Mm-hmm. However you needed assistance, he said he would be happy to help. Everybody's still steering you into handling it, it seems, but the more information that they learn, you can, I don't know if I did a good job relaying this, but it seems that more people are willing to help now as they understand a little bit more of the scope of what is happening.
It's not just a small thin blood problem.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Which will have to be answered for later. I'm sure Andre knows, but right now that's not the problem. The problem is the Thin Bloods themselves. That is a pretty good synopsis.
We did have Vicenta going to
yes.
the grave.
Yeah.
Yes, Vicenta went to Lafayette Cemetery, went down into Ella Messina's old crypt, made her way down. It's been flooded. It looks like it's been long neglected. There were 3 fetters that you found. You found a one I don't remember, but there was
the broken mask, the finger bone, and I don't remember a third one. I thought I just found 2. A train whistle. You are so right. I forgot about the train whistle.
One of them wasn't working right.
It was the mask. The mask was broken.
The mask no longer had a spirit attached to it.
Yes.
She could sense that.
Yes.
The other 2 do.
Yes. The train whistle and the finger bone. And then Ig was like, because Vicenta said she didn't know why she was upset. And he was like, well, I really don't know why you're upset either. You really should kind of be over this shit. And then he was like, well, would you have committed a genocide to get me back? And I paused, but Vicenta did not pause. And Vicenta said no. And he liked that answer. Mm-hmm. And then we tried to find Erasmus's haven because it's like, well, there's going to be fetters down there. And so we found it, but there's a ward up that doesn't let spirits down, and Ig can't see fetters. So we're going to have to get creative on how to dig fetters out.
Perhaps, but you also know that you have another option that you have kind of formulated in your mind that may or may not involve spirits. We'll probably get to that later. Toyed with the idea. I don't know if we talked about it much on mic, but toyed with the idea of actually bringing the undead back, the zombies.
And the prince said the dead should stay dead.
I'm pretty sure the prince meant Vicenta and Ig, but...
Mm-hmm.
That pretty well wrapped it up at that point. There was a lot of discussion on about what to do, how to approach the situation. You've got confirmation that the location is where they're at. You've got confirmation that they are the ones that did this arson this night. Andre and Bob, what are you two doing? It's getting close-ish, 3 or 4 hours away, and it'll be dawn.
We're gonna... am I still with Tony C?
Yeah. At this point, I think as far as we were telling the story, I think that's where we were.
Yeah, we were still at his...
I think you were done there, so if you wanted to leave, that would be fine.
I think that if anything, I would want to say to Tony C that we do plan on making a move tomorrow night, since it's late right now. So we will be...
Now remind me, did you tell him that he knew they were walking in the daylight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knew that.
How much have you revealed to him?
I told him that they were from the Path of the Sun.
You did?
And I told him what I knew about it because he didn't know anything about it.
That's right. Okay. So you guys getting ready to leave, I suppose, at this point, after informing of this?
After informing him of that we're going to be making a move.
He seems a
tomorrow.
bit hesitant as you're about to leave, and then he turns to you, Bob, and says, Mr. Stokely, I would be willing to offer some assistance. Mind you, I am more of an intellectual than a fighter, but I do have an ability a ritual, if you will, that could possibly help you all if you plan on truly doing this tomorrow night. If you are interested in such services, I would provide them, but I can only do it at most 5 times.
Would Bob have any idea of what he's talking about, or
you can give me something plus something.
wits plus something?
I think it's going to be wits plus occult.
Occult, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 successes.
That is enough. You know that the Tremere have a ritual that can protect from fire. It doesn't make you immune, but it certainly makes it where you are less likely to burn. With 3 successes, you know that it comes at a physical cost to Antonio to do this, and it's not a pleasant one. You don't know the exact ins and outs, but you know it's going to hurt him to do it.
So I would know that it was a significant offering.
Yes, what he is offering is very big. Likely, he's not saying it, but you wouldn't be surprised if there was a major boon owed if he did this, if he was one to ask for those sort of things.
Well, so Bob would say to him, well, I appreciate the offer, and if that is how you think you can best help us.
I have other means that are frowned upon by the Camarilla. Things I've known for some time, but it tends to be pretty masquerade breaching, and it would be for emergency only.
That fucker's got a gargoyle. That fucker's got a gargoyle up in that penthouse.
Let's not be judging on masquerade breaching tactics right now.
It's codename Goliath. No, he doesn't appear to be alluding. It doesn't really tell you one way or the other. He says he has an option if that is not the route you would like to go. You know, he's basically what he offers you essentially, from what you can tell, is he's either offering you an escape plan or something to defend from what the Thin Bloods could possibly be doing.
I will leave it up to you to decide how it's best. As of course, a boon will be owed if the service requires.
And he just kind of sighs and he says, perhaps, but that's not the matter at hand. If things are as bad as I saw in my vision, they are planning as well, Mr. Stokely. This was not a random act. I have every reason to believe, just in knowing who the Sabbat are, that this was to draw you out for revenge. I would caution you against that.
I assume that they know for a fact that Iris and Persephone, air quotes, and he even says air quotes, as he does them, Ig are very compromised and need haven.
Yes, and my offer still stands for them. Please, there are wards that would protect them here. I am planning on doing a ward this night that will protect us from the sun.
I don't have a way to get in touch with them. Andre, if you need help, I know your technology issue. Mm-hmm. I think we need to make sure that they do not stay at their abodes.
Yeah, for sure.
I still think that we need to move.
I would recommend, if I might add, Mr. Stokely, you know how easy it is for us to listen, get our information, and why we don't tend to promote the use of cell phones, even though we all use them. perhaps in these circumstances, it might be best to meet them face to face to relay any messages you should have. From now on, I would, in fact, recommend. Or send a third party to deliver a message in person.
Probably best. I think at this point, Bob would probably be wondering. He would probably just want to get this like over with because not really a social guy. So he's probably like
Fidgeting and stuff.
Yeah, like we. I know that we can't make the move right now. We need to make it tomorrow. I know you said that they are also planning. That just makes me not want to give them more time.
I do agree, but I'm afraid, given the hour, if you were to go over there, it's a good hour plus drive to that part of the city. You would be 3 hours until dawn.
He said tomorrow.
Yeah, I said tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I know he's talking about, since you're saying you want to get over there so much, he's agreeing with that. So yeah, he's basically saying, I agree. Just please don't be rash. I think tomorrow would be fine if you need everything in place for tomorrow. That's a good plan. But yeah, just don't, be careful with yourself and be careful with any of your charges that you might send to investigate during the day hours, since we know what they are and we know the threat.
Yeah, I think Bob, I really think that I need to relay a message to a friend. And I think we need to just lay low for the rest of the night and then meet them.
A wise choice. If you wish, your coterie mates, Mr. Ducard, wish to sleep here for the night, the laws of hospitality are open to them.
Deciding if I needed to go back.
The apartment or not.
Apartment? Oh, you mean
Sierra's and his. Yeah.
I don't know if I should talk to Sierra about this or not.
Your call. While you think on that, let's go to the two of you. What are y'all doing right now? Have you come back to what's left of your home? Are you...
Yeah, I need to see if anything is left.
Okay. If you want to look around, you're welcome to. It obviously looks like there's been, fire and police tape put up, to keep people out of the spot. It's, it's not burned to the ground, but there is a hole in the ceiling or the roof where the fire did come through. It looks black in there, Seeing it like this, you realize that had, Quentin not come and got you, you would very well have been or have met your final death. Mm-hmm. Good chance. But yes, if you want to look around, go ahead and give me wits plus awareness. Three. All right. So you do manage to find some possessions surprisingly still intact. The fire was sporadic. It mainly started in the front. Mm-hmm. That's where you found the brick. Mm-hmm. And, where they probably threw stuff into the building to start the fire. So most of the shop, the bookstore, is toast. Mm-hmm. But the good news is that the upstairs is semi-intact, mm-hmm. mostly smoke damage at this point. So a lot of your belongings, while they just reek of, smoke and ash, seem to be intact up there.
What about my box of money?
The box of money is fine. Go ahead and put your...
You tricked me!
I did trick you. Based on how well you made that roll, I was going to see what survived, and you rolled well enough for the money to survive.
Yay! Thank God.
I mean, I told my wife that she had to take her daughter resources away before we played, and now she gets it back. So.
Woohoo! Did Caroline, the worker, survive?
Oh, fuck. She would have been there if it was daytime.
Yeah,
Unless it
so
was like a Sunday.
this was early morning hours.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
before
okay.
everything opened.
Right.
Okay.
So while you have the funeral director people who had come in early
Because
Yeah,
I
for
called
reasons.
because
them.
you called them.
Okay.
Yes, you lucky bastard.
Yeah.
This was
For
like
once.
6 a.m.
Okay.
7 a.m. when this happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about Erasmus's hat? Is it okay? Or did you take that with you? I can't remember.
I may have said I grabbed it.
I think you said you grabbed it
You did.
when you
Yeah.
went to the fridge.
Yeah. It might still be
If not, you have it. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
I'm not going to. You can have that.
cool. Are my tarot cards okay?
They are. They smell like smoke.
That's
They
okay.
reek of smoke, but they're okay.
Is my pink iMac okay?
That is burnt.
Oh,
Burnt to a crisp downstairs.
no! Damn. Damn. Well, that's all my main things that I have.
I mean, you have some changes of clothes, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
in my
but
apartment, yeah.
where are you going to stay? Where are you going next? What are you going to do? How are you feeling in this moment?
She feels kind of like numbed out, not only from the trauma of being burned again and barely making it out, and for somebody in the hospital because he helped her get out, but also because of what the prince said and what that could mean. And so she's kind of like going through the motions. She's just picking up her shit, her big old box of money, her tarot cards. She might have like a crystal ball or some shit. And she's gonna walk down to Tony C's.
Before you get too far, you hear a voice from behind you.
What the fuck?
Miss Iris? Oh,
Is it the hurricane stand guy?
it is.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what happened? Are you okay?
I'm okay, but they suspect arson.
Yeah, looks like it.
I don't suppose you were around in the morning, were you? Didn't see anything?
No, we turned in about 1 o'clock.
Hmm.
I'm terribly sorry this happened to you.
Yeah.
What's your hunger at right now?
Oh god.
Okay, you're fine.
Yep.
I just want to check.
He's my touchstone. I
I
can't
know.
eat him.
I'm devilish.
Hey, I wanted to thank you for calling the cops the other night.
Oh, you're welcome. I don't normally do that sort of thing, but
Yeah.
it just all I heard. What happened?
Robbery.
Oh my God! You think this is tied to that robbery?
I don't know. They were robbing the funeral home for, chemicals they have in there. I don't see what they would have gained by accidentally burning it, but
Did y'all stop them?
yeah, they left, right? Is that what he said?
Yeah, the cover story was that
They ran off?
Vicenta and Ig interrupted them and
Oh,
they
yeah,
ran
yeah.
off.
Well, my neighbors in there, they live above the funeral home, so they were able to, I guess they heard the noise and came downstairs, and so they ran.
Oh. Well, it could have been revenge. Maybe, I don't know.
They hit the wrong building, if that's the case.
These junkies, they don't think right anyway.
Well, in my line of business, you also get a lot of people who don't like you for the things that you work with and believe.
Well, this town's pretty good about that, though. I mean, we have a history of what you do.
Las Vegas was too, but they were even there.
Uh,
I have the enemy's flaw.
I know. Well, if there's anything I can do for you, you let me know. You got a place to stay?
I do. I guess just keep an eye out for any suspicious arsonist-looking people coming back to enjoy the scene of the crime.
I will, yeah. I will. I promise you.
But stay away from them, because they could be dangerous.
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Elias.
Nice to meet you, Elias.
I-
Can't believe I've seen you across my street this long and never known your name. Just had a friendly relationship with
I
you.
knew yours. We had met before, but
But I didn't.
Yikes. He's a touchstone,
it's at that
too.
point that, yeah, maybe he did tell you his name, but you just always knew him as Hurricanes guy.
She kind of goes, "Ugh, I'm truly sorry. As you can see, I have a lot going on right now."
I understand. It would stress me out, too.
Elias, I write down. Okay.
No longer Hurricane Stand
Yeah,
Man.
upgrade. Well, I'll see you around. You be careful out here.
You too. I'm sorry again. If there's anything you need, let me know.
Thank you.
All right, you. What are you doing?
I mean, they're going to have to pack it in. There's no way they can get anybody out there. She's thought about calling Rosalind to get her out there to go down there.
It's really close to...
But there's no way she's going to get out there in time.
Yeah.
She knows that. So before they pack up and leave, she goes to the entrance and she yells down. Just in case there happens to be anyone down there, I'm not saying there is, but if there were, we would not be participating in any kind of hunt or anything that might have gone on. We just really need some feathers to help with this little problem that involves some of your relatives that got burned. So if you could perhaps alter your little wards, that would be most helpful. I know nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
If you change your mind.
Come on, baby. There's nobody down there. Come on.
No, you don't know.
We're making a lot of noise in the cemetery late
yeah.
at night. That's not...
You're right. She's almost in tears at this point.
It'd be... Oh, shit! And he stops you. He looks, these are above ground because of the water level.
Yeah.
You guys are walking towards the outside of the cemetery. Most of these are historical.
Yeah.
And he looks, and there's a newer mausoleum or above ground crypt that looks like it's been just thrown open. And then you look, and about 5 or 6 others have as well.
Oh.
These are all people that have a 2023 current year death on their markers.
Oh.
Additionally, it doesn't look like they lived very long, maybe into their late teens, early 20s. There are a lot of wreaths and stuff on these graves. And what's even more disturbing is a lot of these wreaths and stuff look like they were placed probably close to one another in time.
What happened here?
I don't know, but Jesus Christ.
Are these
There's about 8 of them that have been thrown open.
thin bloods?
I don't know. And there's some that have, like, how there are some that will have like an image of the person. Just a lot of, they look like kids, to us kids, because we're all in our 30s and 40s, but
They're young adults.
they're young adults.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, to Vicenta and
Yeah.
they're kids.
Can I examine, use
Yes.
my medicine?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a specialty in cadavers.
Yes.
Oh, God, please don't. What? Wits or intelligence?
It would be wits.
Okay.
Oh, no. It would be intelligence in this case
Sweet.
because you're actually investigating.
Yes. get an extra.
So it'd be intelligence plus investigation.
Oh, investigation. Damn.
Not to be too nitpicky, but isn't it still the year 2022 for us?
Yeah, you're right. It would be because we had to
Oh, okay.
go back in time.
Oh,
Yeah.
So the
yeah.
graves say 2022 then.
Yes, current year in game.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
We're the ones who jump
Thank you,
forward.
Adam.
It's not medicine cadavers. It's investigation because they may not be cadavers. I see your point.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're looking into empty.
Empty was.
I mean,
ain't
they're
nothing
empty.
in there.
Oh, they're empty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the graves are empty. I thought you meant
Yeah.
they were just bodies.
No,
Shovel
Okay.
head.
they're thrown open.
I don't like this. Okay. Investigation.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah, so intelligence plus investigation.
okay, that's what it was. Okay, so there's okay. I got confused on the number of dice. I'm sorry.
All good. All good.
So
I got 4 successes. Sorry, I got scared because I got a
They
skull,
have
but
been-
I had
They have been opened from the inside.
these have been
You can tell by the claw marks, some of the broken fingernails you find inside.
Oh, snap.
these were opened from the inside. Look here at these marks. Do I recognize any of these photos that are on the
No.
this is it the same month or just this year?
Some of them give years, some of them give months. These are all very new, like within the last week or two.
This could be shovel heads or does this look like a ritual? Is this the ritual that I've been thinking about this whole time?
Which ritual is that?
The shambling hordes.
No.
Okay, I just want
No. No, you got enough successes to know this is
Okay.
not that.
okay.
This is somebody was put into these who everybody, for all intents and purposes, believed were dead. Or maybe there was somebody else in there. Mm-hmm. Who knows? All you know is they are open from the inside, and there's about 8 of them.
I think these are shovel heads. Did we notice
Now,
them?
because you did so well, got 4 successes, as you're looking in them, you get to about the 5th one. And you noticed that, they line some of these. Some of them are, if they're poorer, they're just a box they put you in.
Yeah.
Some of them have like lined velvet and things
Yeah.
like that in them to, give a good presentation. The one that you come to that actually looks like may have had a little better presentation, you can see tucked in the side down in between the velvet and a crack, on the side, like, at the 90 degree where the
Yeah.
bottom and the side meet.
Yes.
You could see something kind of tucked down in there. It looks like a note.
Let me look at this.
And it says, if you want answers, come here. And it lists GPS coordinates.
What the fuck?
I show it to Ig because I don't know what this means.
He puts it into his phone. And he goes, fuck. And he shows it to you on Google Maps. And it shows the New Orleans power plant.
Oh fuck indeed. We've got to get out of here.
There are more of them. How many more? This is one cemetery.
There are hundreds in this city.
I know.
This is. I didn't want to do this.
Come on.
And as I guess they're gonna. I don't know where they're gonna go.
We'll let you think about that.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
I'm going back to the Sierra.
okay?
I'm going to ask for a ride back to where you picked me up, which was
The investigation?
the investigation.
So I came up with a name for your company.
Great.
It's Night Eyes Investigation,
Nice.
if you're okay with that.
Yeah. Oh, great.
All right. So you take him back to Night Eyes Investigation, and you see a light on upstairs, Bob,
Definitely.
and a familiar car of an associate parked out front.
Okay.
So dropping him off, get to you in a moment.
Okay.
Are you going in?
Yeah. I kind of figured she stays there anyways.
Yeah.
Like I think there's probably like an upstairs in the and like a downstairs area in the Haven where one and also a front storefront as well.
Right. Since you are such an observant person, why don't you give me wits plus awareness?
Okay. Sorry, building a dice pool here.
No problem. Do it. You're good. You take some time. You're like, wait, is all this all things?
3 successes.
Yeah, there are bullet holes in the back of the car. Like a couple that have hit the trunk.
I immediately, as fast as I can, run upstairs.
Okay. You go up, and she's there. She knows from the sound of your footsteps that it's you. She doesn't even turn. She's got a little glass of scotch on the rocks in her hands.
Is she hurt?
She does not appear to be hurt.
I still ask, are you hurt?
No.
What happened?
I got made. I went out there to look more. I shouldn't have done that.
Did they follow you back here?
No, of course. I lost them. They're kids. They can't drive for shit.
Fuck.
Like in their teens, 20s. They're just dumb kids. I mean, but that's what they look like. But they're all... I finally got a closer look, right? You know, I've seen them through binoculars, through the gate, 300 yards away. They're all scarred up. Like burn scars all over them.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
I want to kill them.
Well, you and me both.
Be prepared. Stay here today. Don't go back.
I'm too tired. I gotta sleep. But I can't. It's not good over there. And she look, and she pulls out an old like mini DV tape camera, because that doesn't get digitized and put online. She hooks it up to a TV and she plays it. And what you see is there's this woman standing on a box or something, talking to about it, maybe 24 individuals. Impossibly beautiful. Porcelain skin. Not a blemish on her. She's zoomed up enough. And you can't hear what's saying because she's got it on like digital zoom, so it's kind of shaky, but you could still make out who this is.
Yeah, I was fixed to say, I know I had mentioned Lapis, so
I know it's her. But here's the thing that strikes you as odd. It's like she's giving this speech and then everybody's kind of laughing. And like they're not, you can tell that this group of kids, quote unquote, is not taking her seriously. And like one even throws something and she just hisses in anger, steps off and trudges away. And then another woman gets up, one that's very burned all over her, and begins to speak, and they all begin to nod and listen. And she points just from what, as Kiki is showing you this, she's like, they're pointing towards town when she's talking, and they all look that way. Here, look. And then this fucker, and she points and pauses the screen, sees me. And this person doesn't look burnt up. They're wearing the New Orleans Power uniform, but they just kind of dully stare. And then she plays it, and then about 10 others that are like that all kind of look in unison at where that one was looking and begin to walk briskly towards the, where her car was parked, shooting this video.
What the fuck?
At that, she drops the camera and, it turns off. And whatever they're doing is bad. They're planning something bad. I don't know what they didn't do it tonight. This was, a couple hours ago, but It was like they were working themselves up.
Well,
There are a few there that looked scared, and some like knew what they were doing. There was a looked like they'd been digging.
is there any roll I could make to see if I would maybe know what that might be or anything?
Yes, it will be difficult because
Okay.
you have only heard of this path.
Right.
It's a relatively new, but you certainly can try. Give me intelligence plus occult.
Not my best, but we'll give it a shot. Only one.
No, I don't have a
Okay.
clue.
I don't have a clue.
So usually if it's a mass embrace like shovel heads, what she describes, she says, but it looks like they filled it in. There were shovels everywhere. They filled all this in. It's like they were hiding something. And the way she describes it, that's not what sometimes they make them dig out. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. You don't know what she saw, but sometimes they do that. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're put in a mass grave and dig your way out. It sounds like it's one of those, but normally if there were that many around, there would be a lot of them looking confused. Maybe it just hasn't happened yet.
I think Bob would be very concerned, but he wouldn't know what to do, and probably would also take Tony C's warning to heart and not be making as a card-carrying member of the Camarilla. I don't think he would, in this instance, use his cell phone.
Right.
I think he would just say, "You need to get rest. I'm obviously going to have to rest myself soon."
Bob, this looked like war.
I've been to war. I'm going to be again. You need to be prepared tomorrow.
Okay.
Think of your safety first.
I'll be all right.
Dee just brought up something, but I have no way to know that. Yeah. And I can't make a call right now, or
That's
Bob wouldn't
true.
make the call right now.
Yeah.
Not right now.
I asked why did the police let the Thin Bloods go?
Yeah.
Because it seems like a real big
Forgot about that.
fuck up on their end.
Yeah, it
I
does.
was wondering when y'all were going to think about that.
Yeah, it really
Just now.
does, but I don't think Bob, at least, would make that call right now.
He
No.
may be asking that question, but
Yeah.
he knows that now is not a good time to be.
Yeah, this would be something that he's going to talk with Mr. Carter personally about, probably
Yeah.
after.
Makes sense. I didn't know if you had any Nosferatu knowledge
No,
on that particular one.
no. He is my contact as well, but
Okay.
Yeah.
He got some.
yeah.
He's got connections.
Yeah, I think that's really about it. Like, he would probably just maybe like do a pass around the neighborhood just to make sure.
No roll necessary. I'll just, so you don't feel super paranoid, you're confident with your abilities and what you can do. Even if we took half, you would succeed, with your pool.
Yeah.
That there's nobody, she really got away.
Okay.
Unless they have abilities you have, which Thin Bloods typically don't.
Yeah.
But Lapis might. You don't know everything about her, but doesn't appear. You feel pretty confident she wasn't followed.
Yeah.
That she did get away.
Yeah. There's some serious anger and rage building in Bob, and every bit as angry as Andre.
Yeah.
when it comes to
Hey, well, you're
wanting
on
to kill Thin Bloods, especially now.
kindred spirits.
Yeah.
So Andre has decided to go speak with Sierra and has asked her a question about what she could tell him about the Sabbat. And she looks at you, Andre, and She seems to come alive with a sense of purpose in a way, wanting to tell you and impart wisdom to her child, it seems. And she starts in and says, well, likely if they were going to do the things how we used to do them in the old days, they would, shall we say, recruit a number of shock troops. They would throw them into a mass grave or something of that matter and release them upon the city as basically a shock and awe action to distract from whatever their true purpose was. And based on the information you've provided me, it sounds like that's what they're attempting to do. I'd be very careful here, my child. They have ways that you and those in the Camarilla don't understand. And if I must be truthful, I don't understand all the things that the Zemisha can do. Something to be cautious of.
I feel like Sierra's been a great help so far, and I feel like I could use more assistance in this case. If she's right in that someone seems to be setting me up by trying to pin all of this on me, like, then this is another situation where I want to get ahead of it, and yes, I want her assistance. That's a long way of saying yeah.
Sure.
Whatever.
I'll make some calls. We will need to move quickly.
I plan on moving tomorrow night.
Excellent. It may be too late still, but we'll do what we can.
We gotta hit it as soon as we possibly can, and we're losing moonlight right now. So,
in the meantime, let's rest. We're going to need it.
okay.
And back to you. Well, actually, we left you in media rest, so let's come back to what you were talking about.
I mean, they would have left the cemetery because that was creepy.
Mm-hmm.
But on where to go kind of becomes the issue.
Ig, as you're debating this, he goes, we got to go to Antonio's.
It's a look of like, yes, you're right, but I really hate it.
He has the wards and stuff, right? I mean, it worked.
I know.
Whatever that was worked on you down there at Erasmus's
Right,
place.
You are completely correct. Yes, I hate it.
Why?
You don't remember what happened, but I do.
Did he do it?
The Tremere did it.
Did he?
No.
You got to trust people based on who they are, not what people like them have done. You can't be racist like that.
I knew he was going to say that.
I know old habits die hard from a long time ago, and he's just kind of ribbing you at this point. But
She's kind of, she gets that he's ribbing her, but she's like, the wheel just keeps turning. I see it happening again and again, and I can't stop it.
so get off.
I want to, I don't know how. I am so scared, Ignacio.
You don't have to be. It's all right.
No, everybody keeps acting like I'm one bad night away from being her. And I'm tired of feeling like I'm one bad night away from being her.
So don't be. That's what I've been trying to tell you. That's why I don't do, I think now that I realize, that's why I don't do this dead shit. I already talked to you about it once, but what are you doing for you? I'm here. Right? I mean, all this was for me. It was what we've said. All right? I'm here. Vicenta, I'm here. We're here. If it's really how you feel, we can walk away. It's the easiest thing in the world. Just stop. Quitting is easy.
And leave all our family.
What have they fucking done for you? What have they fucking done for me? They pledged my soul
No.
to...
Quentin.
Uh,
Prima.
Fair. Yes, okay, fair. I thought you meant the family with a capital F.
No.
I can't tell the difference sometimes. I'm sorry.
I don't give a shit about them.
Good. That's a start. But let's give a shit about the ones that we do care
I don't
about.
care about the Camarilla. I don't care about the Sabbat. Fuck the Hikata 2 on top of it. They're only useful as a shield for the other two.
Well, then let's quit. Let's find a place where this isn't a problem.
And leave when? We have to plan.
Tonight. Tomorrow. Just whenever. We don't owe people in this city anything.
And if they come after Quentin and Prima and the rest of them, our descendants, Ignacio,
Fuck. Okay. Yes.
I want to leave.
So we do this for them and we're square, right? We take care of our family, we get out of this city, and we don't come back.
It'll take planning.
That's what we do.
We'll have to plan very carefully. I don't think there are people in this city are going to be willing to let us leave so easily.
Well, we'll deal with that when we deal with it. We can start working towards that. Is that what you want?
All I've ever wanted is to have you and our family back.
Well, you got it. Stop chasing other shit. And he kind of squeezes your hand and, continues to drive. In the meanwhile, is it all right if I call him? That damned Tremere.
Yes.
All right. And he picks up the phone. Yes, boss. I want you to turn me into a gargoyle.
She smacks the ever-living shit out of his shoulder.
Sorry, Antonio. No, we were just having a conversation. No, I know. No, we would like to come stay with you, please. Of course, yes. It's very much appreciated. I understand. Absolutely. See you soon.
You're not funny.
I'm hilarious.
You're not hilarious. You're not funny at all. You've never been funny. And you can tell she's lying.
Yeah. All right. Arriving a little bit before you guys do is one Iris Blackwood. You are at Tony C's.
I got my dirt-covered box. I got my dirt-covered box. I got my crystal ball, and I got my smoky tarot cards.
All right.
And I guess a bag of, clothes.
Okay.
I like how that's like the add-on. I guess that's
You arrive, and there's a couple of bodyguards. Look like they got, pistols under jackets. Big guys. And they see you, and they're like, and you see them kind of put their ear, finger to their ear, and they're like, yeah. Come on in.
Thanks.
And they watch you as you step through the threshold.
I watched them back.
And once you pass through and no problems,
Oh.
they're like, all right.
Cool.
You make your way in, and waiting at the elevator is Antonio. It says, Iris, welcome. I'm truly delighted that you're a guest here.
You are?
Yes.
Why?
In these nights, it seems we need unification, and I'm interested to know more about you.
Oh. That's nice.
Well, can I show you to your quarters?
Sure. You got a real nice place.
Thank you. Thank you. And it is nice. This is a gentrification project for upper middle class trust fund assholes.
Oh, it'd be a shame to see this firebombed.
Are you saying that out loud?
I mutter it under my breath.
Yes, I'm sorry about your place, but you don't have to worry about that here. We are well protected, I promise.
Oh, good.
We will have people watching us day and night, and we are warded and
Wow.
protected from the sun.
I should have moved in earlier.
I did offer.
You did. Maybe you bombed my place. I'm fucking with you, Tony C. Let's go.
Ah, a joke, yes.
Is she still worried about having to fuck Tony C?
Oh, she's thinking about it. Is he hot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In a brooding,
Oh, hell
disturbed
yeah.
artist kind of way.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
So worried about it? No.
Nah, not
Anticipating
worried
it? Yes.
anymore.
Iris turns up the charm.
So yes, we have you on the second floor. I hope that's all right.
Sure.
All we could do is a corner penthouse. I'm sorry we don't have better.
Wow. This is...
Vicenta's, I understand that they are on their way here, staying as well. They will be across the way from you. I understand you are close, so I
awesome.
wanted to keep you both. You have one corner of the building, she has the other.
Excellent. Hope it's soundproofed accordingly.
Yes, they all are.
Good. Good, good.
Poor Tony C. He's not sure how you mean that.
Nope.
No.
And that's why he stopped and's like, yeah.
Of course they are. I'm not a
It's
fucking
very,
peasant.
very well insulated for obvious reasons.
He probably thinks it's because of the bite. Like he's probably like, ah.
Is there anything else you need?
How do I heal? Is it just eating?
You have to eat, and because it's aggravated, you can only heal 1 point a night or the next day, and you
Oh.
have to do a rouse check.
So I have to wait to start healing?
Yes,
Okay.
you'll heal 1 the next morning
Gotcha.
or next night when you do a rouse check.
Okay.
But here's the crap of it: it's rouse check to wake up, rouse check to heal.
Okay. I'll probably let him know that I'm still pretty burnt, and if in the morning he could have some of his delicious friends ready. I mean, in the nighttime, our morning, if you wouldn't mind.
Please tell
Yes.
me you ask exactly like
I
that.
probably do.
Verbatim.
Because I think, I drank some of them last time because I remember I did a spit take with blood on one of them from something.
I
don't
shall
remember
have
what.
my delicious friends here. And it's odd because that's the first time you've seen him laugh, and it's kind of like, oh, watch a statue smile or something. It's just like,
Nice.
well, I shan't keep you much longer. No, the building itself is warded, but should you be worried, I could do the interior doors as well, but they will not make it in and be in one piece. I promise you.
I believe you. You obviously spent a lot of time and money on this place, so you wouldn't let just anybody in.
And effort, yes. But it is appreciated that Mr. Descartes saw it fit to let us set up this residence. Well, I'll not keep you. I know you must be ready to turn in.
Yes.
And you go into this place, and it's like the most stereotypical, like red room chic,
Hell yeah.
Twin Peaksy vibe, lounge type area. And but you notice there's like these geometric patterns in the carpet and stuff like that. And it's like these nods to occultic symbols all over the place. But
Any
it is,
spirals?
but it is furnished. No, there are no spirals.
I'll add a couple. No, maybe. I want to do a premonition on him now that he's gone. before I
Okay,
go to bed.
certainly. Go ahead.
Gotta make a rouse check. It's just one dice, right?
Yes.
It's the Ankh with stars. Is that good?
That is good. You do not get hungry.
Cool. Let's check and we'll resolve this aspect. Ooh, I got 4 successes. So that means successes determine your level of insight, and I'm focusing on Tony C. himself.
Okay, so you're just trying to glean information, a premonition about him.
Mainly his, I guess his intentions. Are they beneficial to me or harmful to me in the long run?
So, from that random tarot deck you have there, give me 3 cards.
Woo!
Don't look at them. Just give me 3.
There you go. Do you need the book?
Nope.
Oh, you're just gonna make it up? Oh, he doesn't know.
No, I do. I want to see what premonition you get. So I'm trying something new. I'm just mixing it up, son.
It's fun. They're fun tools.
The first one is temperance.
Oh, that's pretty good.
What does that mean in your newly found little book
Let
there?
me look it up so I don't fuck it up on camera. It is, okay. He has the alchemist symbol of gold. So he's got some of the symbols in here that I probably see in the room.
Yeah.
So that's fun. It reflects the change of seasons and the embrace of new ideas. Temper is the act of repetition to invoke skill or to refine something, make sharper like a sword. Alchemy, blending and harmonizing oppositional forces and concepts, holding opposing ideas and fostering complexity in life. Fusion, producing evolution.
That one you don't look it up. As you look at this card, you notice that the cups burst into flame. White hot flame shoots from the tops of them. A flash and it's gone.
Well, that's good. I think.
No need to look this up.
Oh, the chariot.
That begins to look like him. And the chariot flies across the sky and fire burns below it.
Is it white fire or regular?
The blue fire that I described earlier, the white hot blue fire.
Oh, white hot.
Yeah.
I thought you meant literal white.
No. And 5 figures walk through the fire.
5?
And
What? Oh, egg.
and the figures begin to rise from the fire. Up.
Is one of the figures a gargoyle? No? We don't know?
That's
Okay.
it. What you glean from this is he genuinely wants to be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
But him being in the chariot and being over you all is that he wants to help to gain something and to be over you. Not necessarily to dominate and manipulate you, but to gain something
That will elevate him.
that will elevate him.
Gotcha. And the chariot means like movement and taking
And
off.
action.
Yeah, action. Very much, lots of action in these cards. But yeah, this would make me trust what he's doing, I think.
It does give you that sense.
Yeah.
Especially with that many successes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I feel good about it. I
Which
may
would
fuck him.
probably piss Persephone off even more if she heard that.
At this point, I think she'll take it.
All right. So you arrive as well, and he greets you in the same fashion, asks if there's anything you need.
I hate to ask this. And you can tell she's embarrassed as shit. She asked him first, does he speak Italian? Calbushari, that's an Italian name, right?
Parli un po' di Italiano.
She then asked him in Italian, even though Ig's going to understand, the rest of these fuckers are not, if there are any rats around.
In this nice ass place, you bitch.
I'm certain that there probably are, whether we would like that or not. It is an old building. No, you do not. You do not. It is okay. Please stand here.
What? She ain't gonna let you do shit to him. To her. Sorry.
Now she's freaked out.
Yeah.
She was perfectly content with the rats.
And it's a gargoyle.
She knew she should have asked Stokely when he was by. Like, dude, can you do the little?
It is not wise to have our kind live together and us be hungry. You understand?
Yes, I do. We just have certain difficulties.
I know you do. Do you trust me?
No, but I have no other choice.
At least she was honest.
One moment.
I'm sorry to be offended. I am working on it.
Stanley. Perhaps this will help. He goes to a room and comes back momentarily. There's this very sleepy-eyed girl. You think you've seen her maybe when you were in his place the other day. She's like, yes. She says, I need your assistance, Bart. And she looks, she goes, oh, now? Yes. I'm okay. And he says, this will not be the same as you've experienced before, but it is necessary, you understand. You will enjoy it, though. I promise you. And she kind of looks a little relieved at that.
Vincent does not have a clue what's going on. She's just kind of like...
And he comes and stands behind you, right over your shoulder, kind of like uncomfortably close. And he says, he's not hungry. Yeah. Open wide.
She does. She has no other choice.
And he does like that towards her. And she's like, what? And her neck bursts open.
What?
And blood comes flowing out towards him. And
Whoa.
he grabs your head. And instead of entering his mouth, it's entering yours.
Jesus.
I'm going to drink it up because I'm
He
at
just
like
used
300.
Steph
It's
Yeah.
like a water fountain.
he just totally used Steph to Vitae and fed you with it like a
I am
baby. He baby birded you.
He did baby bird me, and I
There,
don't
Dad.
know how I feel
Daddy's
about
got you. No,
that. How many? Does that take care of two or
Um,
just one? So I'm at hunger 3.
it will take care of two.
Awesome.
Yeah, and he sees her starting to get dizzy, and he just, does like that, and it just the wound closes like nothing happened. But you fed impossibly fast, like it was almost like a fire hose hitting your mouth, like.
She's kind of blinking a little bit.
In all her fucking centuries, that has never happened to her.
Yeah, she probably does have that look of
And
like.
she kind of looks woozy, and she was like, I don't know if I liked that or not, Mr. Calbushari. I understand, but thank you anyway, my dear.
Yes, thank you for your service. That's me laughing,
yeah.
not Vicente.
This is not the same girl that I fed off.
No.
Of. Okay.
How's Ig doing? I have no idea how hungry Ig is or not.
He is at 2, but
Okay.
he's like looking like, I'm fucking good, man.
Don't baby bird me.
Is she like covered in blood now?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It just goes like a whoop,
Oh,
like a
okay.
water fountain right into your mouth.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
He doesn't still have a hold of the back of my neck, does he?
No, he
okay.
let go.
Caresses.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to go to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I took
get-
some liberties
I
and
get
said,
why
cool.
he
Yeah.
did that.
yeah,
Like,
the
I
rule of
do.
cool wins on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Calbushari.
You're very welcome. We shan't make that a habit. I see it was not something you enjoyed.
I've just never experienced anything like that, and at my age, that is saying something.
Well, perhaps we have much to learn from one another.
Can we get that chest from the car? It's in the trunk. They got it from Quentin's
Yeah.
house.
What is it again?
We haven't. He doesn't know what's in it.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's Vicente's old chest from when they went to Negroponte.
Okay.
So,
All right. So yeah, he goes and gets it.
she cracks it open. She's shuffling through some things. It's not very big. And she pulls out, there's a few old books at the bottom. Very old books.
Mm-hmm.
And she's looking at one and she kind of checks it very gingerly to make sure it's not, anything too important.
Mm-hmm.
And she hands it to, for your trouble.
And what is it a book of?
It's old school, what did they used to call it? Studies, nigromancy.
Yeah.
Doesn't work anymore.
Right.
Times change and underworld and all that. And
Right. Yeah.
rituals change. It's not really anything that he could use
Right.
necessarily,
Right.
but it is knowledge, and it's old knowledge.
Yeah. I thank you. I thank you very much. Well, I shan't keep you any longer. Please retire for the evening.
Thank you.
I'll see you in the morning. I know we have much to discuss, all of us.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Anything else before I wind the clock forward?
Nope. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Next night, rouse checks, please. Monica, you get an extra one because you're healing one aggravated.
God damn it!
I'm hungrier.
Okay.
Hungrier.
Bob is hungry. Hungry for some thin blood.
Yeah.
I'm at 3. No stigmata for me.
I have
Okay.
stuff to do before I want to
Do-
meet up with them.
Okay. Do you? So you remember you will heal one aggravated
Okay.
damage. I think that leaves you with one.
Yes, 1 aggravated.
Yeah. So the next night you'll have to do that, and then you'll
Okay.
be able to heal as normal.
Cool.
Well, actually, if you have any of the what do they call it, superficial damage, you can heal that reflexively too. I don't know if you have any more of those marked. Is it just
No,
two
I only got
X's?
two aggravated.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you needed to take care of something. What do you want to take care of?
As soon as Bob wakes up, he grabs Kiki and they head to Avery's place
Okay.
immediately.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm assuming she's driving. Or
Yes.
They can take his truck instead of her car since it's got bullet holes.
Sure. So yeah, you go.
All right. We would go through the house, not through the sewers. Just
Right. Before you get there.
mm-hmm.
What the fuck you looking at the book for?
I gotta look at something.
I'm mainly narrating.
Don't worry about it's what.
For the listeners.
I like Monica's narration for the listeners.
They can't see. They don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shit. She says. We're being followed.
Oh my fuck.
Oh.
Just speed on it.
I can try to lose them if you want.
Kick their ass.
GTA style. Get out.
I would.
Get out.
Yeah, I would say
Nummy num num.
try to lose him. If not, there's gonna be some dead fucking thin bloods.
Woo.
Hang on. They're starting to gain on you.
Oh fuck.
She starts to go faster, trying to stay under the speed limit though, so as not to draw attention. And then you feel a bump against the car.
Eat them.
Hell yeah.
She begins to speed up, starts to get away from them. You can still see them in the distance. She says, I got to get into town. I mean, I don't know if it's going to stop them, but if there's cops around, at least it'll make them fuck off. I don't know. Just hang on. We're taking a long way.
Okay.
Making one last roll here. It's a contested action. Okay. And soon enough, she's like, oh, fucking thank God.
Okay.
Thank God for stoplights and slow ass trucks. And she said, and she pulls off and she pulls into a parking deck, shuts the vehicle off, and just says, "We're just not moving for a little bit, okay?"
You know better about this stuff than I do.
And she's pulled a Glock from underneath the seat, and she's sitting there, and she's just watching.
Yeah. I'm just looking around as well.
Yeah, just stay low. And after a time, she gets out, and or actually, no, she doesn't. She says, "Can you go look?" Just
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I go unseen passage out. So, oh, I'm fucking hungry.
Oh, I hope you find one.
Eat them.
eat them.
That's your beast.
Yeah. I want to take a look around.
Okay.
Oh, I'm kind of hoping I find one. Just happened to be wandering around. Oh, he would not fare well.
All right. So give me wits plus awareness.
Okay. Oops, sorry.
You're fine.
Messy critical.
Yeah, that's 5 with a messy critical.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
Do you want a willpower to make it not messy, or try to?
Hold on, let me put it back the way it was. It was there, and then one was there.
I'll put it this way: how many red dice rolled the?
One red, one fang,
Yes.
one success.
Okay, you might. It's up to you.
I'll take a willpower. I haven't.
Okay, you might want to try to just re-roll the
It's just
one.
superficial, right?
Yeah, to re-roll the one that makes it into a critical.
Okay. No, meant to be. Meant to be.
All right, I'll be nice and give it back to you. I'll give you the willpower back.
Okay.
Never say I never gave you anything, because you are succeeding upwards. Yeah, you see one looking down into the fringe quarter, which is where you are. You've gone into the most populated area to lose one. You just feel in your guts, just there that fucker is. He dares take your charges, your ghouls, and hurt them. Hurt your soon-to-be coterie, hopefully. Fuck that feed. Feed, kill. And you can't resist. You begin to walk really fast, still making a point to dodge in and out between people. And we're going to say you have no problem doing so because of how many successes you got. You're on them. Before you can stop yourself, they've gone off kind of looking in an alley, and you have appeared from the shadows and grabbed them. You're in melee now. So you will get to act first because you have the element of surprise.
Okay. I'm gonna grab them. So I got grappling. Is this grappling specialty?
If you want to do something else, you can.
I want to try to grab them and hold them, and I want to fucking feed them and drain them dry.
Okay.
Suck them dry.
Are these the thin blood?
So this is strength.
This guy is. This person is all scarred up on their hands, and they're wrapped in bandages and stuff.
Got it.
The voice inside tells you keep
They smell
the
of
body.
they smell of sunscreen.
Just throw the
of
body in the
sunscreen.
trunk.
Okay.
Well, if you had Blush of Life on, you would know they reeked of sunscreen.
All right. Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a lot of dice and didn't get a very good result.
Tell me any successes you get.
Unlucky. Only 2.
Okay. It's almost like they were expecting the unexpected, that this person is incredibly paranoid, whip dog syndrome, looking out for anything. And as soon as you appear, you lunge and they shove you off and, begin to run. And there's one of the fuckers. One of the fuckers is over here. And, they're saying that through the streets like they don't care. Just running. and, screaming, over here, hey, over here.
He's running away from me?
Yes, trying to get others' attention, it seems like.
I'm unseen passaging.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Dang.
Hungrier?
Yeah,
What are you at now?
4.
Okay.
Stigmata?
Yeah, but no one can see it
Oh, yeah.
right now. You feel just, what are you doing? Get down.
I'm if they ran like towards a crowd, I wouldn't not follow.
Yeah, I mean, you can resist it. It's,
Yeah.
not impossible. But, yeah, you're definitely feeling it. You feel rage. You feel this overwhelming hunger, almost the feeling of a quarry escaping a predator,
I rolled so many dice and they were so bad.
I'm sorry. That happened.
World.
I only rolled 4 freaking dice and they rolled all successes.
Oh my God.
It's because you're sitting next to me. Like
It's
bad
rubbing
juju.
off on you.
Rubbed off.
Sorry. So, but here's the good news in all this. He is run the other direction from where Kiki is parked, away from that area. So
I would mark this as a failure and work my way stealthily
back.
to her.
Okay. When you get back, she's like, "What the hell? Where you been?"
I saw one by himself, but he got away before I could get him. I should have just stabbed him. I tried to feed.
Okay. Shit. Well, I mean, are they? We're clear, or what?
They went the other way. I think we can obviously be wary, but we can go.
Okay.
We need to make our way. We need to talk to Avery. And
Yeah.
then we need to get to Mr. Calbushari's place as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, all right. Yeah. We'll go that way. All right, Adam, what are you doing?
I'm waking up and I'm getting ready. Where's Sierra?
Sierra's there. She is wearing like a Lululemon black spandex outfit.
Ready to kick some ass, I see.
Looks like she would be like doing like a Taibo class or something. What she's wearing.
Of course.
She's even got like a yoga bag over her shoulder.
Okay.
No mat in it, but it's full of something. It's
All
like
right.
Dutch will be picking us up soon.
Okay.
He will be assisting us. Favors will be owed,
As they always are.
of course. Show no mercy, because none will be shown to you. None. Not for a second. They will do everything they can to trick you and to get an edge on you. Don't believe anything they say,
You got it.
especially about me.
Okay.
And soon enough, Dutch arrives. He's wearing like a leather jacket, and it kind of looks like broader chested, like there's something underneath his shirt. You can kind of, I won't make you roll for it, but you can kind of notice that there's something on his hip, probably a handgun or something like that. It looks like he's, while trying to look inconspicuous, is also ready. Yeah, I got the truck downstairs. I think where are we going? He just kind of looks at you.
Well, we do have some more backup at the the funeral home where I assume we're all meeting,
Calbushari's.
or Calbushari's. Yeah, we're going to Antonio Calbushari's.
Okay.
Sound good?
You're the boss, right?
All right.
No, you get in the truck, and off you go.
Can I see if we're being followed?
Yes. Give me wits plus awareness.
I only got one with 2 stars.
Doesn't look like it. It looks like you're A-okay.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that means I'm being followed. 'Cause I failed.
All right. Meanwhile, Vicenta, Iris, you awaken?
Oh, I already did a rouse check. Never mind.
Yep. And-
I'd like to look for a delicious friend.
Okay. So you're asking Antonio? Mm-hmm. He says, I won't be able to tonight, but I can. I'm sorry. They need rest. We have to be careful with them. You understand? But hold on. And he goes and he says, I know this isn't as ideal, but he brings you a bag of blood. He says it has not been treated with that stuff. Whatever they put in it.
It didn't matter to Iris.
Yeah, probably not. She's just slurping it down like a Capri Sun.
All right. You have a blood potency of 1. Yeah, you can do it then. It's not good.
Well, she has the merit that lets you do it.
Oh,
I
you
have
do?
iron gullet.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so it
yeah.
really doesn't
So it's
matter.
disgusting. It tastes medicine-y. It tastes like you're eating plastic, and ammonia. It's gross. But your beast is just like, fine, but fuck you. You better give me some real food soon.
We will tonight. We will.
Damn.
Soon, in short order, you all arrive.
Sorry, does that give me 1 hunger?
Yes,
or
1.
Just 1? Okay.
The Coterie together at last. With Andre is... sorry, we need to rewind time with you, Jeff. We need to talk to Avery. So we'll just say this is all happening. You eventually get there. You'll all be there. But before that happens, let's rewind time a little bit. What happens at Avery's?
I go into Avery's. First thing I would ask is, do you have any stored rats? I hate to be the one to ask that, but my God, I am having a shitty ass night.
Stored?
I just need some rats. And I would be looking around because I'm assuming we're in the sewer in his.
One moment. He kind of almost like puppies, and then there's this flood that starts coming
Damn.
down the tunnels,
Take some.
and they all just kind of are skittering around your feet.
Some to go.
I grab 3. And
Okay. Yep. And they're squeaking and, biting your hand and all that stuff.
I bite them back.
I know you do. You slake 3. It's as gross as you remember.
Yeah.
Your beast is not happy either, but it does the job.
I'm not happy either.
And it seems to calm down in the, as you remember in your mind that you'll be fed soon enough.
Avery, why did Carter let the Thin Bloods go? I need to talk to him. I need answers.
Yes, you do. I already know. Come here.
Okay.
And he takes you, to another room, and he's got the footage. He's got screens and, wall of stuff, different cameras he's watching in the city and things like that. And he, puts in an old VHS tape, that's, and pushes play on it. And you're watching the footage from, them leaving. They, I think, have seen it at some point.
Calbushari.
Calbushari
At the
showed
open
you.
house.
Yeah, and so it's the same footage that they saw. And he says, but this part was omitted for leverage from Mr. Calbushari's tape, you understand? Till the time was right.
Okay.
You're watching the cops let them out, just all fine with it. And they're being released to an individual in a very nice suit. And that's where the tape ends. You know, you see this individual, there's only like maybe a second, but he rewinds it, waits, and pauses it on the face. And it says, look familiar?
Does it?
You've been out of the city a little bit.
Yeah.
Give me composure plus... No, sorry. Wits plus politics.
Okay. 2 successes.
2 successes. That is enough. You think you've seen this person before. And it takes you a moment, and you're just kind of milling it through your head, and Avery finally speaks up, and he's like, it's weird how they don't have, they're not family, but there's still a family resemblance. Strange to me. You remember Mr. Walls. And that name does ring a bell. Anthony Walls. He is the current, let me see the full title. I want to get this right. The current, actually, he's nothing, if you recall correctly. Except he used to be. He used to be the child of Prince Marcel. I guess still is, but Prince Marcel met his final death.
Right.
Who is that again?
The former prince. Marcel
Yeah.
is the former
Rumor had it
prince.
he wasn't in the city anymore. Avery says.
This is a problem, and it's grown. And I would assumed I would have grabbed or told her to grab the DVD recorder, and that because those you can like just usually
mini
you can flip
DVD
it out.
tape? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
flip it out.
And
where
show
you
it-
can,
yeah, it has a
show
screen
him,
and
and I would
playback.
show him how many fucking Thin Bloods there appear to be.
Oh. Well, that is intel I didn't have, Bob.
We have a bigger problem than we originally thought.
It seems like Mr. Walls was successful, was he not?
You could say that.
What do you need from me?
I think I need assistance taking them down with the Coterie. I don't know what else they're bringing. Mr. Calbushari has offered his assistance as well. If you know anything that would make me turn down said assistance.
No, Calbushari is someone we can trust.
They took a shot at Kiki. I can't let them live.
No.
None of them.
None of us can. They nearly killed my poor Roger. Think. It's always so much easier when there's time and you have all the pieces.
There's urgency to this.
I understand. Shall we go to Crazy Dave's? Crazy Dave's is a gun store that also sells things under the table that Erasmus Casey would have bought.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
We will be talking breaches upon breaches of the Masquerade, but I think we're well past that point.
I think we are as well. I'm not big on explosions. I don't know much about that. I hope you know more than me, or maybe Shakidra might know more. She's
I don't
trained.
think we'll need to worry about that just as long as we have things that can handle this particular situation.
Makes sense.
Let's go shopping. All right. Now we come back.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what you have at a suitably appropriate moment.
Nice.
However, Bob does look a little more swole as well when he comes in. For all intents and purposes, you have Kevlar armor rating of 2.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
You have ballistic armor. So, and Avery joins you as well. Roger is not there. Avery's expressly forbid it. He and Elvis both.
Okay.
He is an older generation and is keeping the man he loves from being harmed.
Sure.
Roger was not happy about it, though.
I bet not.
So, there you all are.
Let's fucking go.
We need to have a cohesive plan before we just run.
Oh,
I can sneak in there.
this is not Bob asking. Is Shakidra, is she like firearms trained? Is that what
Yes, she very much is.
I would have got her a sniper rifle of some sort.
You got it. Keep her back.
Okay.
Yep,
Question.
I understand.
Is Bob going to share this footage of how many are there? Because I
Oh
feel like
yeah,
that's pretty critical.
that's the
Yeah.
first thing that Bob would have
Oh.
come in and said, "This problem's bigger than we even thought." And Mr. Calbushari, may I borrow your entertainment system? And we would have hooked it up to the big TV so everyone could see. Wait, do I see Sierra and Dutch there?
Probably.
Yes.
I just stare at them for a second and then I go about my business.
Oh.
I give Dutch a wink, just a wink and a nod.
Sierra, that's all she does.
And I would show the footage of that Kiki recorded where they, with Lapis, started from the
Yeah,
beginning.
and where they kind of ridicule her off the stage, and then
Yeah.
the other person. You three recognize the person that takes the stage. She's very scarred at this point, but the haircut's the same.
Taisha?
Tysa Gray.
Taisa.
She is leading this group of people, saying some impassioned words, and they tend to be nodding in agreement with her. There are probably, as far as you could tell in this video, about 20 to 24 people, give or take. It's not an impossibly large number, but Bob, I'm sure you point out the pit that's been dug,
Yes.
the rather large pit that's been dug, and shovels laying about it. There also is in the edge of the screen, not lit, but prepared to be, an unmistakable pile of wood for a bonfire.
Don't like that. We need a fire hose.
Calbushari speaks up and says, "It seems I will be needed this night."
Any assistance you can give Antonio would be much appreciated.
Yes. Oh, very well. And he goes over to an alcove, and he says, "The youngest, is that an agreement?"
I don't know what
And
it
he's
means.
speaking to the group, and Sierra kind of goes, "Yes." And you see him raise a cleaver up, and he chops his own thumb off.
Sick.
And he's just like, ah. But then he, takes it, his hand shaking, and drops it into a bowl. And then just lets the blood from the finger, he forces it out into the bowl. And he says, "The youngest it is," and, shaking hand, hands this bowl to you.
Okay.
As soon as do you accept it?
Sure.
As soon as you do, the blood goes up in a blue, white hot flash of flame. And you feel this heat rush over you. That should help them. The next youngest is who?
Probably it.
It's Ig.
Gig, probably.
And again, whack.
Man, there's too many people here.
I think he only does 3
And
from my
he just bandages it up, and he
could be fine.
takes it and hands it to Ig, and he says, "What the fuck?"
Just take it.
And, he takes it, and then he says, "And I can do one more.
I know.
You do.
Oh yeah, I saw it in my tarot cards.
Ah, perhaps this one is for you then.
Oh, Tony C.
And
He flipped me off, by the way,
yeah,
listeners.
but he didn't. It's like he didn't even think of it.
He just did it. And
Yeah.
he didn't mean it that way.
But,
Yeah.
But did Iris take it as like
Yeah.
flirting?
I did. She thought it was very funny.
And so he does that again, and he's just like,
Nice.
at this point, you can see that these two fingers are knitting back.
Yeah.
And he hands you the bowl, shaking. And he's just like,
Thank you.
"You're welcome." And as soon as you take it, the heat flashes over you. Knowing that the fire is there, the ones most likely to run need this. Know this, you young children. You are somewhat protected from the flames now.
Thank you.
Somewhat. You are not immune. But if they are the path of the sun, sin seems to be something going on with that fire. You probably need this. Just let your beast know you are protected. And he's like, if you'll excuse me, I have one more thing to attend to. And I do need to make this better. You understand?
When you finish, Mr. Calbushari, I will need your opinion on something.
I need to go to
Certainly.
TV or a radio.
Okay.
Is there one in my room?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go up there.
There's a radio.
Okay, I'm going to turn it on to some static.
Okay.
I'm going to call the prince.
All right. Give me resolve plus occult.
Two.
Very softly tuning in. You can hear every once in a while a distant conversation, like she's there but not aware of or really paying attention that you're calling.
Who's she talking to?
You just hear chatter. Yes, I know. We'll deal with that. Yes, in time. I understand. That building project will continue. I promise you, Mayor. And so she's talking to a mortal, making a deal, with the current mayor.
Okay.
And then soon are you still listening?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as that's over, there's a moment of pause. Well, you're a nosy one.
It's going on tonight. The power plant.
What is?
You know what?
Your plans to deal with the Sabbat problem.
Yes, and it's bigger than we thought. All hands are on deck here.
Should the prince make an appearance, would that behoove us? Yes. To lead from the front would be seen as a wise decision, would it not?
Yes, it would.
And yet the things that should stay dead will not.
No, they won't.
Remember that tonight and be careful.
Okay. Thanks, Gigi. That's for great grandma.
She begins to laugh after you say that part. Wonderful. And she is gone.
Cool. I go back downstairs.
And so you all gather. And are there any last preparations or plans we need?
I gotta ask, Tony sees
Yes.
while he's healing up, she goes and she gets a book
Mm-hmm.
out of her chest. She comes back and she's flipping it over to certain pages. And she is letting Ig look. And even though he can't read what's written, there are illustrations.
Okay.
And it very clearly shows a sacrifice and rising.
What are you showing me this for?
I need an opinion.
You already know my answer.
Is this Ig or Calbushari?
Calbushari.
Do I?
What sort of seneschal would I be to allow such a masquerade breach to go on in our city?
There is already a huge masquerade breach going on in your city.
I understand,
They
but to
told-
walk in with that, has this already been done? One other, I caution you, Persephone, one other did things of this nature, and you knew her. And you know where that got her. How long does this take?
15 minutes.
If things are truly that dire, then yes, but I ask you, if it hasn't been done already, please do not.
I have not and would not. Unless
There
it was
will be,
necessary.
I'm afraid there will be enough bodies for you to be able to perform this night. Whether we would like that or not.
It's not the bodies that will be a problem. She points to the sacrificial part.
Are you needing someone?
Just in case. And she is wincing. She does not like.
Barbara,
Oh man.
I know and he goes, off to her room. I know you're tired and you need some rest, but we would very much like it if you came with us this night. We have some matters to attend to, and we would like to keep you safe. We're afraid, the other girls as well, but we would like you to be with us because you are my most prized. And she kind of blushes at that.
Damn.
Jacinta feels like an asshole.
And he comes over to you. Should something befall this, and when this becomes necessary, understand this, Jacinta Giovanni. No boon will be enough to repay what will be owed this night. Do you understand? This is very dire, what you asked to do, but I understand in dire circumstances, drastic measures must be taken sometimes. But please understand that this is a nuclear option, depending on the circumstances.
Then I will await your signal. How about that?
That is appreciated and noted. Thank you.
I have, and before she walks away, I have no desire to do this.
And yet we discuss it.
And yes, it has to be an option.
No, it does not, but that's okay. It is your choice. And he walks away.
I mean, he went along with it.
He's giving her agency.
Man.
Yep.
Working with
Let her hang herself with the rope. Yeah, I don't think Ig's gonna appreciate that too much. but-
That's why she let him look and see what it was when she was flipping through.
working with
And
the-
Ig's watched all this go down.
Mm-hmm. I know she doesn't want to do it.
working with the Tremere to turn into El Messina.
Wow. She is going to get the fetters too.
She probably already have them at this point.
But she's got to ask permission from them.
From
Did she-
the
Ghosts.
Ah.
Ghosties.
that they belong to.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you trying to summon them with their fetters?
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you doing? What item are you doing first?
The train whistle.
All right. Do you have to roll anything or?
I do. That's what I'm looking up right now. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. I'm pretty sure it's Resolve plus Oblivion.
Okay. And Iris, you will see her talking to the air if she's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So if character knowledge, you would likely know that being around her, that if you wanted to peek and see what the ghost was, if you wanted to use Auspex to do that, you could. But if you choose not to, it's fine.
If it does arouse, I won't. Let me double check. That's free. I might as well.
Okay.
Okay. I have to see if the roll works, and then I do the rouse check.
Okay.
2 successes, and that does. What was that? Is it level 1 or level 2? Okay, it did work.
All right.
So let me do my rouse check.
Okay.
I take a look-see with 2 successes.
Okay.
I do not get hungrier.
Lucky you. So, a very confused spirit makes its way up from Stygia, taking a little bit longer than maybe you would have thought.
So sorry to disturb you.
Well, it's quite all right.
Do I know the spirit, or have I never seen them before?
Heavy-set looking spirit with a weird mustache and very professorial looking.
Is it Professor Oglethorpe?
It is.
Professor.
I'm sorry, do we know one another?
It's Vicenta. Oh, right, a different body.
Oh, there you are, yes. What are you doing?
How did your fetter end up in Ella Messina's crypt?
Oh, that's... So you've come to finish her business, I see. I'll have no part of it. Like I told her, I don't care how much you torture me. I don't care how much you torture me, Vicenta. I will not be a part of bringing ruination to this city.
When have I tortured you?
You're her child, are you not?
You know me,
You are part of the
Professor.
Talmehi Ra. You are a member of the Black Hand.
The Black Hand is dead
So you say.
and destroyed.
You're a fool if you think that.
What?
Completely? No. Remnants.
Oh, dear God. I have no interest in Ella Messina's work.
Then why am I here?
Because there are others who would seek to complete her work, and we are trying to stop them.
And you speak the truth.
Yes. You can check yourself.
Well, if you truly are trying to stop her work, then I will assist. What do you need?
I'm sorry, I'm taken aback. I just am so glad to see you. And that's true. She is very glad to see him.
Well,
I would need you to scout, if at all possible, to see what exactly we're dealing with, where we have a good idea, but
and where would I be scouting?
if you
And against whom?
against the Sabbat.
No surprise there, but whom within?
What's he asking?
He's asking who in the Sabbat.
They are the thin blood of Cain.
Okay, names? Anyone I would know?
What was their names? Taisha, Gray,
No.
Lapis.
Fuck you, dear. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
I don't think that would be appropriate.
No. I'm terribly sorry. I cannot. Please do not make me.
What happened? What does she know? What does she know?
She is one of them. She is one of Ella Messina's servants. She will certainly see me.
Can she do anything?
I do not know that, but I do know she can see us.
Many can see you, but is Ella Messina teaching?
They all work together for some purpose. Some end to all things in this city to do with some place called the Camarillo.
Camarilla.
Oh,
Camarilla. Was this actually Ella Messina, or was this the Payacho that took over the body?
both, I think. They were on the same page.
Am I hearing this? Cool. She's
What?
doing the equivalent of eating popcorn, which is sucking on the remnants of her blood by watching this.
Professor.
Like a Capri Sun.
Yeah.
Professor, what happened? Everybody talks about her work, but I have no clue what it was.
To bring about the end of all things. To bring about the end to something she called an antediluvian. To bring about the end of one called Augustus.
Augustus is dead. We killed him.
Well, then that mission is accomplished. Did you have a hand in that?
Yes, I killed him.
I
Well,
see.
not person. Well, there were others.
I see. Well, then you completed her work, I suppose, in that regard.
That was the only one that I knew of.
Well, there were to be others, and all the, what do they call themselves? what's the word? The K word. Kitties. Kindred.
The kindred.
Yes. She wanted more of those dead too. But sow chaos in the city, make the city turn against all the kindred. Kill many mortals in the process, but the end of life and the end of all things is the
Gehenna.
end result. Yes. That's what she called it. Yes.
She wanted to bring about Gehenna.
Yes. I think that's right. At least contribute to starting it here. But
Oblivion would rise.
yes. That was the point.
Shit.
The worship and acceptance of the end of all things. Surely you knew this, which is why I feared her so much.
She's
Well,
looking at it when he says, surely you knew this. The look is like, did I know?
I suppose not. Then, well,
Where's the rest of the Legion of Fate?
I do not know. I just know what I was told by those that had to serve her for a time. Those that I helped ease their worst nature, shall we say.
Yes, with your partner abilities.
Yes.
Yes, I remember.
I would ask that you please consider another option. With all due respect,
I understand. Would you be willing to guard me against my own
yes,
shadowic nature?
certainly. Yes. I can do that.
Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome. And then we shall be done with our business here. And you shall secure my fitter.
Of course.
Wonderful.
And feel free to visit anytime.
Certainly.
I mean,
And he nods as politely as he can, but no roll necessary. He's like, yeah, that's going to happen.
that's sad. They were friends.
They sure were.
She didn't do shit.
Mama did. Mama's a monster. And you worked for Mama.
I didn't know.
Sure didn't. Lot you're finding out. And we'll find out more next week when war actually begins. Haha, Blue Ball and Adam against us fighting.
Sorry, Adam.
You got to wait another week, but trust me, we will stop this game with everybody getting in vehicles or hiding or moving how they need to move in a concealed way to arrive at the power plant. And you do, and what you see there, we'll find out the start of next week.
Okay.
Until then, I'll give you all 2 XP. And let's go around the table, starting with Monica, and we'll work our way to Adam about favorite moments of the night.
Favorite moments. I liked my little tarot card reading. That was fun for my premonition.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like I liked all of it. Like everyone was doing necessary things and finding out interesting things. And yeah, I'm ready for the fighting to begin, but I still think this was a good one. I don't know. I can't think of a specific. I just liked it all.
Cool. I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
All right, Dee, how about yourself?
I liked several things. I liked Adam's conversation with Sierra and finding all the information that she had coming out, and the fact that she's like, yeah, don't believe anything they say about me, because that's not sus at all. And I liked Iris's interaction with Tony C, because that was hysterical.
Cool. Jeff, how about yourself?
Well, it was a rough night for Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Poor Bob.
Well, get it out of the way before the next one.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I get some bad rolls out of the way.
I hope you do.
Yeah, which is funny. Like Bob is like the perfect predator in that situation and should have easily taken that guy.
I know, and I wouldn't even roll that many dice.
Yeah, I think I was rolling like 7 dice. And
Shit happens. Yep. Yeah, you should have won that one.
the that was kind of an interesting situation. And then probably, in all honesty, kind of makes sense. He's probably extremely frustrated with the fact that he couldn't protect Shakidra like he thought he could.
Yeah.
I thought, honestly, I like that. I like the reveal of Anthony Walls, the child of the former prince, being involved.
Somebody I'll never heard of until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, if you notice, I didn't say anything about that. Didn't tell other people
Yep.
that.
Oh, yeah.
That you have that information.
yeah.
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 Very smart.
So yeah, there was a lot of good reveals, a lot of good information. We know, or I feel like Sierra is at least going to help us in this situation. She's still batshit insane, but I think it's good to have as many allies as we are taking.
I agree. Adam, how about yourself?
I mean, overall, it was good.
Other than not getting to do some fighting?
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I thought we did a lot of good preparation.
I was going to say, you guys have got a lot of allies on your side. I'm
Yeah.
feeling more
I was-
optimistic for you now.
Yeah.
Kind of, it makes the last episode feel like, what were we doing?
We were getting burned up, mainly.
Yeah.
But that helped get us some allies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked
Well-
us all being in the same room. That was fun.
Yeah. Honestly, I know Bob's bum, but Shakidra getting that footage and you letting people know about it has turned the table. Because people seeing how big a threat it
Yeah,
is like, oh shit, okay, yeah.
yeah, for sure. And I think that's why why he ran to Avery, because he would have went to his Primogen first and then been like, we need to rally the fucking troops, dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I found all of it. I found like it was a good episode. Yes, we didn't get to fight. Well, I did fight, just poorly.
Very briefly.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. I liked it.
Good. All right. Well, we will find out what happens in the next episode. But until then, this is GM Tuck wishing you all a good night. Have a great one, everyone.